And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So, almost ready to get underway. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Kodai Senga. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. You look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
All right, ready to get underway. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jake McCarthy. Alonso calls it in, and there's one away. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Wastes no time there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it, right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Soto hauls it in for the out, and there's two away. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. High fly ball down the left field line. McNeil. And that's the third out. And we're back. On the hill here today, Zach Gallen. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Lucas Pitts. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And that one a little below the knees. Ball one. And that's outside. Runner at first with no outs here. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Juan Soto with 3 hits on the series, and one of them a homer. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Soto hitting third in the lineup, and he's a former home run derby champ. Gallen keeping him close. Pitts, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
2 on, 1 out. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. That one missing inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him swinging. Now a chance for Gunnar Henderson. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Line drive, Perdomo. Out number 3. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. Senga back to work. That one misses, and it's 1-0. Just missed. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. This is Corbin Carroll.
Here's a fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Hard hit left side. Now the throw to first on the run. And he gets him. Nicely done. Next to hit, Adrian Del Castillo.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Late with the swing there.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Ripped on the ground to second. Sends it to first. That's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Jeremy Pitts. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Out of here. He shoots one out to right. It's 1-0. Devers now. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That clips the corner.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Next offering down in the dirt. And that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Liner, base hit.
Batting it, the catcher,
Luis Torrens digs in now. Runner on the goal. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Jeff McNeil stands in. Knee high. That's in for a strike. And a strike in there.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the center fielder, Jesse Pitts. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. That one fouled off. And that one fouled off. Ground ball could be 2. Over to Perdomo. That's 1. And that's 2. On to the third inning. And here is Pavin Smith. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And it's even up. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge.
2-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Gurriel. 2 for 8 in the series so far. Almost got him. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
That's a laser base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. There's a strike.
0-1.
And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. Runner takes off. And he hits a ground ball right side. Toss to Alonso. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Lucas Pitts. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. One of the things amazing with Zach, think about the players he's been traded with and for. In December of 17, he and Sandy Alcantara were dealt to Miami from the Cardinals for Marcell Ozuna. Then ultimately in July of 19, he went to Arizona for Jazz Chisholm. Next offering upstairs.
3-1.
Foul ball there. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Lunges, but can't make the catch.
Up next for the Mets.
Watch Soto now. First offering. Runner goes. Fought off foul. Way high.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not pop.
Runner goes again. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
And the polar bear strikes out. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. That one's in there. That's strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's a big power threat. Jeremy Pitts. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Outside low, and that's ball 1. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Naylor. That ends the frame. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Ketel Marte. Marte, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. And here it comes.
Yep.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Up and in, ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Suarez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Josh Naylor. Fly to center his first time. And ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's in for a strike. And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Inside,
inside.
just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And it's fouled away. And that one is lifted in the air. Pitts under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. Grounded out his first time up. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Marte off of first with 2 away. That one outside, and it's 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Misses off the inside. And now 3 balls and a strike. On the ground, and that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the catcher.
And now Adrian Del Castillo grounded out his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Out towards left center. Pitts on his way over. He's got it, and that is that. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now, Rafael Devers. This ball's chopped on the ground, and that squirts through. And a good start to the inning. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets, and he's already singled in this game. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Nobody out, runner at first. And that is out of play. And there's a ball.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. And now it's even up. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And there's the strike. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Oh, and 2 now. Ball 1 there. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One, 2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's inside. And they'll do it again. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Back to the top of the Mets order, Jesse Pitts getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Two outs. That misses.
1-2.
And the count 1-2. Up the middle. And it's through for a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Stepping in, Lucas Pitts. 1 for 2. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. And
No.
that one upstairs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly he was
1
sitting on a
ball, 2
fastball
strikes.
right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Pitch
2-2.
misses, and the count's even at 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And that is the inning. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Pavin Smith. Senga back to work. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Well, these Diamondbacks just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that one is out of here. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-1. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Swing and a ground
That's
ball.
foul.
And that's just foul.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in
0-2.
scoring position because they put themselves there.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Here's the swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jake.
So the lineup flips over. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 2 in this one. That one
No.
close, ruled a ball. And that's
1
ball 1.
No strike.
One on, nobody out, a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. And
Ball.
another ball.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. On the ground left side, 6, 4,
That's it out.
3, double play.
He's out.
And the inning is over. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Joe Mantiply.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Ball.
Soto in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
Ball. No. 2 balls. No strikes.
Next
Ball
one
3.
misses, And it's 3-0. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch in for a strike. 3-2 now.
Full count.
That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. The throw to second is offline.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. He's a pull hitter, and that's about as much as you can pull one and keep it fair. So no surprise right there. Nothing the shifted defense can do about it, though.
Soto leads off second with nobody out. That's in there, and the count is 0-2. He goes down looking. And now, Gunnar Henderson.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
There's the strike.
0-1.
That's through there for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Man at second. The other way. And that's a fair ball. Coming around third is Soto. He'll score easily. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Down in the count, battling to stay alive, and just a nice job to put it in play. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Pitts stands in here, takes ball one low. Base knock center field. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
On the ground to short, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there. And it's a double play to end the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Foul ball. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, nobody out. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's going back. Back some more. Gone. And they close the gap. It's 5-3. Next to hit, Josh Naylor. Fastball for a strike. And a foul ball. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. On the inside corner for called strike 3. And now here is Corbin Carroll. And that one fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. That one finds the zone, and that's strike two. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. That's out to center field. Pitts moving under this one. Corrals it. That's out number two. Adrian Del Castillo will hit next.
Del Castillo.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something.
Jose Butto taking over on the mound.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Smith in the box now. No balls and a strike. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. Del Castillo, the runner at first with two gone. Misses. Now 1-2. To the right side. Pitts slings to first, and the inning is over. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson.
And he's been fantastic this year, really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Torrens leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
On the ground to the left. Suarez throw to first in time. One up, one down. Here's the left fielder, Jeff McNeil, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a foul ball. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And that one hammered, going back. And brings it in at the wall. And now the center fielder, Jesse Pitts.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the win was holding that in this ballpark.
This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Just missed.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, 3-1. Inside ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second, great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Sends it across to first. That's the third out. Inning over. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Gurriel in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. In the air, right side. Soto makes the grab, one down. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Pitts flashes the leather on the run and catch. Next to hit for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo, 1 for 3. That's to third. Throws to first in time, and that will end the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. A.J. Puck.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Popped up. Marte should have it. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's Pete Alonso. 0 for 3 in this one. That one drifts inside. Puck, a tall lefty, 250 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And there's the strike.
1-1.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. McCarthy under this one. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Ball 1.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Next offering is outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Check on the runner. Henderson back on a dive. That one ripped right center field. That's back. It's a bomb. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 7-3. Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Rafael Devers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss there.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
2 outs, base is empty. And Raffy falls victim to the K. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th, and now Ketel Marte. Nunez back to work. Pitches in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That one missed. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. He's already homered here in this one. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Man at second. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Hit in the air, center field. Pitts settles under it and makes the grab. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 7-4. Now up next for Arizona, Corbin Carroll.
Number 81.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
In the air, left field, and puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Justin Martinez.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Torrens, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Gets the call, and the count 1-1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Right side, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. But they won't have a play as he takes first on the drop third strike. And here is Jeff McNeil.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. And a slider misses down and away. Torrens on at first. Nobody out. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. McCarthy hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the center fielder, Jesse Pitts. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. In the dirt. That one down the line, and foul ball. In for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, a tough play, and now there are runners at first and second. First and second, one out. Pitts now at the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
All over that one.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Jordan Montgomery.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Soto, the next to hit, takes ball one. And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And it is 2-1. Soto swinging a drive. Deep right field. Carroll ranges back. Out of here. And that's a grand slam. He'll touch them all. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 11-4. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Up the middle. Marte throws to first in time. And that takes care of Alonso. So 2 down now, and here is Gunnar Henderson. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. This one high in the air to left center. McCarthy sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adrian Del Castillo. There's the strike. And there's a ball. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And the batter now, Pavin Smith. There's a strike. The Mets up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is outside. On the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. And they're down to their last out. Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Smoked on the ground to second. On to first. Ball game. And the Mets have won 4 in a row.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Final score in this one, 11-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.